Bath on Sunday, and they moved down to Longleat, and then there was an anti-clockwise circuit of this country going all the way up the eastern side, right through Yorkshire up to Stockton, then west across to Carlisle. There was a short loop up into southern Scotland, and then south all the way down through Lancashire, through Yorkshire, through Cheshire rather, down through Wales, and eventually crossing the Severn back to Bath, finishing on Wednesday afternoon. No fewer than 450 miles of the 1,800 miles journey was over special stages. There were 70 special stages. Very tough they were indeed, some exceptionally long, most of them over forest track and some over the circuits like Oulton Park, like Donington and Silverstone. Could the top British entrants break the Scandinavian stranglehold on this event? Drivers like the established Russell Brooks and Tony Pond, or the bright new star Malcolm Wilson? Or would the world's top man, Henry Mikkola, create his third victory in a row?
I'm going to try very hard, yes.
You've had a very busy year this year, Henry.
Yeah, sometimes I feel a little bit too busy.
It's a long event and it'll change all the time. As long as you don't let anybody rush off into a big lead, then all right, it's all open.
You know, it's the rally of the year. You know, that's the best rally of the year, and it's nice to come back and do it.
Mikkola leads the 141 competitors to the first special stage at Longleat Safari Park, where the lions are asleep and the road's extremely slippery. Maestro Mikkola makes no mistakes and arrives at the first service halt.
Nope. You didn't spin or anything?
No, I think Ari did.
I'm sure. Was it slippery, you say, Henry?
It was, you know, racing tires and lots of mud on the tarmac, so it was really difficult to get through.
Ari Vatanen has not been quite so careful and arrives with a restyled escort. Hardly a rare occurrence for Ari.
Not again. Slippery.
I think that was Does it come completely or just there's no power? So David, radio, yeah.
Just incredibly slippery asphalt and just spun backwards. It's one of those things. Just lucky there were no lions about, eh?
How much time did you lose?
Couple of minutes. Very slippery, yes. Yes, bad start, very bad start.
An even worse start for Tony Pond, who was tipped for victory even by Ford. At Longleat, the 300 horsepower TR7 shot under a feeding trough and into a pile of railway sleepers, one of which tried to join Pond and co-driver Fred Gallagher in the cockpit. Whilst the mechanics struggle to straighten the bent TR, Pon realises what an expensive mistake that was. It's cost him the best part of 3 minutes, just what he didn't want to happen at the start of this important event.
You try driving down the first stage. It's really slippery in there. Very, very bad. And it's just wet. I don't think it's anything right. Sort of out-and-out M&S forest tyre would have been better than a racing tyre. You get no chance at all with a racing tyre. If it locks up, that's it. It doesn't ever recover. You can't get another go at braking.
Pon's Triumph teammate Roger Clark, a double previous winner on this event, was another who managed to stay on the road.
How was the first stage for you?
All right, quite slippery under the trees where the leaves are fallen down, but it's quite interesting.
Harry's had a shunt as well. Why do people have shunts in the first stage?
Driving like idiots, I suppose.
Stage 3, Britain's fastest racetrack, Silverstone, and Anders Kullang attacks it with vigour in his Opel. Another Swede fighting for the lead at Silverstone is Per Eklund in his Triumph TR7, soon to be in a fighting third place. 1979 world champion Bjorn Valdegaard is back in a Toyota for the first time since 1974. 1971 RAC Rally winner Stig Blomqvist in the whispering Saab Turbo. Leif Asterhag looks as if he's been attending the Barry Sheen School for Wheelies. On his first visit to a British rally, Frenchman Guy Fréquelin is in sensational form for the Talbot team. Ola Stromberg can't see much but bonnet. Virtually making a comeback to Britain after a very quiet year, which included a back injury in New Zealand, Pentti Aricola handles the Vauxhall Chevette. Pon's back in business with a taped-up TR. Rallyists are a harebrained bunch. This one knows the way through a corner, though. Britain's brightest young star, Malcolm Wilson, has battled to get fit for this event after his June Scottish accident, but is cruelly eliminated at Silverstone with a major engine failure. Another Sunday race circuit test is at Donington. It's the infield rally sprint track that's in use, Kullang proving how competitive he and the latest Opel are. Valdegaard whistles the trim Toyota Celica through the stage, conserving his big effort for the forest night ahead. Aricola says he's learning to drive again after his layoff. Both car and driver look in good shape, but the first night is to claim the combination with axle failure. Blomqvist is literally making the sparks fly, but neither of the works Saabs is destined to finish. Brilliant but underrated after an eventful season, the young Finn Henry Toivonen looks neater than ever before. The Scotsman who won the Irish Championship title this year, Jimmy McRae, looks promising in the Chevette he's driven all season. Roger Clark is making his now traditional slow start and looking forward to the forest battlegrounds ahead. Ari Vatanen's car has been repaired and he's now staging a terrific comeback. Surprise leader after the opening daylight stages is Kentish racing driver turned rallyist Tim Bryce in an Escort with the fastest time on the very first stage.
Tim, you've been flying a bit by the sound of it.
Yes. I don't think many people expected us to go this well, and everyone wants to talk to us all of a sudden. It's fun, isn't it?
Why is it?
Well, the tyres are very good. The Claver tyres we're using suiting the stages perfectly. And, you know, I feel very happy and the car's going very well, although we are having some problems with the alternator at the moment. We're on their second alternator now and that's giving trouble, so hopefully if we can cure it here we should get through the night all right.
Do you think they will better cure it?
Well, I sincerely hope so, otherwise you won't have any lights for the night sections.
10 seconds.
As the November night closes in, Bryce's alternator fears materialise and he's out of the rally.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa.
The cars head north through the tough Yorkshire forests, made more testing this year by the exceptional length of the stages. By dawn, the Scandinavians have moved to the front, led by Opel driver Anders Kullang.
How did the night go for you?
Yes, we have no troubles, okay. We have go a little slow. I mean, the stage is so slippery and it's better to be more safety for punctures and so on. It's no problems.
But you're still maintaining your lead, though?
I think so. We have not have the times from Valdegård. I think we are in the leading.
We haven't really matched the speed what those others has done. So we have dropped a little bit.
Where are you now, then?
I think we are fifth.
Well, why aren't you going as quickly?
I don't know. It's one of those things. But I think I'm just catching the speed now.
And to have Valdegård and Ekland and Han and Mikkel and every driver's behind us, that's... I know them.
What about today, Hannu? Are you going to be able to do anything about it?
Oh, I have to start to drive now.
Through the forests of the Lake District and the tarmac test at Carlisle Airport, Kullang's fending off the opposition, but there are only seconds in it. Valdegård fights back, hoping for his second RAC victory. Jimmy McRae shoulders the responsibility of Vauxhall's hopes manfully, getting up to fifth at one point, only to slither off for good into a quagmire in Northumberland's Kielder Forest. Son of Citroën's Monte Carlo winner Pauli Toivonen and Henry is putting in a performance that is simply superb. A youngster in a sport dominated by more experienced and older men.
How's Henry doing, Des?
Fantastic, isn't he? Going really well.
Is it true he's up to third now?
Yes.
Is that definite? Or are you just saying that?
No, we feel it's definite. I don't know. The navigator's report is definite, and he's the lad that knows.
On the same minute he is.
Yes.
He's up to third and on the same minute as the leader. So we hope that still a long way to go yet. So
you must be very pleased, though, Des.
Yeah, very pleased with the three cars where the position they are. And a great credit to this lad, Freckland, who's first time in this country. So these are now up to seventh.
In fact, all the Coventry-prepared Talbots are going well. Freckle are astounding observers in the way he hurls the car over unknown roads. Russell Brooks in his Talbot keeps British hopes alive in sixth. Kullang is incredibly lucky at the Carlisle Airport test.
Anders, what are you doing to your car?
Just change the clutch. We have some troubles here. Just we come to finish. You must push the car from the finish line and over to the service.
It didn't affect your time on the stage, then?
Okay, we must just go slow over the stage and Björn take us with 5 seconds. We are still in leading with 7. But that is nothing.
Sometime I catch and sometime he beat me, you know. So then Toivonen catching both of us.
You're catching the other two up now. You're in third place now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm really catching, but I'm not losing the time.
Are you going flat out?
Well, my tactic was that I will go to the first gravel stages quite slowly, and then I will go faster. And now it seems that if you don't go flat out, I can't do the good times.
At 3 o'clock on Monday afternoon, it's already dark in Twigley's Forest, southern Scotland. Toivonen is holding on calmly amongst the veterans. Kullang's Opel just leads. Mikkel's Escort, which has survived 2 minor accidents. West countryman Graham Elsmore looks good until his Vauxhall Chevette rolls over in fog. Timo Mäkinen makes sure his experience pays off with a consistent top 10 drive. The battle for the lead is a Swedish affair. Arriving at the overnight halt, which concludes the first leg of the rally at Windermere, Anders Kullang is still just on top.
Yes.
How's it gone today, Anders?
Yes, we have no troubles at all. no punctures, and we have just go safety for try to go out punctures.
What is your lead at the moment?
13 seconds, so Björn have take 4 seconds today.
You've taken 4 seconds off him?
Björn have take over us.
I see. I heard you were changing an axle up there just now.
We have just do that for be safety.
Best luck for tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Good night.
The Lakes look their best on Tuesday morning for the restart. However, before the serious business gets underway, an informal presentation for the rally leader from Councillor Abel Ward, Chairman of South Lakeland District Council.
And Councillor Abel Ward, the Chairman of the South Lakeland District Council, will now present Anders Kulang, the man who's led this event.
Very nice.
For leading all the way
this moment.
Yes,
Yes, okay. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks. And a memento.
Thanks.
For leading.
Toivonen has more serious business in mind, his climb to the top.
Continue this today?
Well, I hope we will be better today. Because, of course, we are trying to be the first.
You think you're really in with a chance of winning this rally?
Well, the car seems to be very, very good, and we are feeling very well, so that's the way we must try now.
Do you have any tactics apart from just going flat out? Or?
Well, we go more than flat out.
Kulang leaves, watched by his team boss, Tony Fall.
I think Anders is in a good chance now of winning the rally.
What, with Valdegaard 13 seconds behind? It's a very much a Scandinavian thing again.
Are there any tactics you talked about?
I think there's only one tactic when Scandinavians are concerned, and that's when they take the brains out of gear and go flat out. It's the only way they know how.
Rysdale Forest, the second of Tuesday morning's Lake District tests, produces a turning point in the event. Kulang suffers 3 punctures, and within minutes he's lost the lead to Valdegaard. However, it's one of the briefest leads ever, as the oil filter on the Toyota loosens off and the car has to be retired with a damaged engine. Now Henry Toivonen emerges into the limelight as rally leader. What a sensation it would be if Trumbull Talbot could get the boost of winning this, perhaps the world's most prestigious rally.
And here comes Toivonen, very quickly into the hairpin, braking very hard, all with handbrake.
Brooks has boosted himself to third, easily the best placed British driver.
The motors haven't been very reliable, but he's nevertheless very quick, braking under the braking, and did also the weekend at the Donington Rallycross a couple of weeks ago.
Mighty Mikkela's chances look grim after the 2 earlier accidents, but now he's poised in second place and hoping for that hat-trick victory. Surely the maestro's extra experience will tell.
In car number 1, who's lying in first straight, was overnight. Beautiful handbrake there, moving a little bit of time with Wilson there, very nice hairpin there.
Freckelaar continues to surprise all who watch with his smooth style. He's now an amazing 4th.
French Group 1 champion, third on the Monty in 78, won this year's Meal Peak, and a very quick driver in a very quick motor car.
Another to keep out of trouble is Timo Mäkinen. Teammate Vatanen climbed back into the top 10, but finally crashed for good in Yorkshire. Joining the top 10 elite is 1980 British champion Terry Cavey in his Chevette. Alton Park Racetrack, Cheshire. A second night of competition for Mikkela and the rest as they tear towards the crucial forest mileage in Wales. It's certainly been a decisive night, but hardly anyone can believe the verdict. Here, with just 6 stages to go, Henry Toivonen continues to demonstrate his masterful wheelmanship. In a tremendous performance, the young Finn has pulled out a lead of over 4 minutes on Mikkela, the man who's won virtually everything there is to win in top-class rallying. Brooks is running as strongly as ever in 4th, demoted by Freckelaar, but nevertheless remarkable in view of the many troubles he's experienced en route. So the young Finn streaks further into the lead, leaving behind a top-class field. He showed promise last year in an Escort, but the 1980 RAC Rally has mucked him as a world-class contender. Mikkola is resigned to second now and has given up all hope of driving the obsolete Escort to its 9th successive RAC win. Russell Brooks confirms his role as the best of the Brits and is one of 3 Talbots in the top 4. At the final service halt at Brecon in South Wales, Des O'Dell is naturally delighted.
Oh, fantastic night for the team. Cars have been going well, no problems. Henry's been pulling out a lead from Hanno, which is incredible, you know. Things I've dreamed about for years.
Des O'Dell's dream is about to come true, and more. Henry slides through the final stages with all the confidence of a man who simply cannot be caught unless fate is very cruel. Co-driven by Bristol's Paul White, it's been a stylish performance, one in which the youngster has shown he can withstand the pressure of being chased by the best in the world. Mikkola is accepting defeat very gracefully for a man who rarely has to follow anyone home. Mind you, he still has a surprise in store for spectators on the final Forest of Dean stage. The French crew in a British car, Guy Freckelaar and Jean Todt, have steered clear of accidents. Only a clutch change has interrupted their terrific drive to 3rd. Apart from this momentary interruption, will it restart? Inkbarrow's favourite son, Russell Brooks, chases Freckelaar to grab 4th. Only Mikkola's Ford interrupts a Talbot 1, 2, 3. Kulang has recovered to finish 5th in the Opel, despite yet another puncture. A disappointing end to an association with Opel that has lasted over 10 years. Mackinnon's immaculate 6th place nets journalist co-driver Martin Holmes the Fleet Street Award. Despite 2 crashes, one of which cost him over 26 minutes, Pond drags the battered Triumph back to Bath in 7th. A man who had to fight scrutineering technicalities as well as the rest of the competition, Datsun expert Andy Dawson finishes 8th. Swedish driver Bror Danielsson does well to slip into 9th overall in his Escort, making 3 Fords in the top 10. 10th place man is Lancastrian George Hill in his privately run Chevette, the best placed Vauxhall. The genteel streets of Bath echo to the crowd's welcome for the youngest ever winner of the Lombard